Welcome back to Say No to Lashon Hara, day 66. This entire series is being done for the continued health of Chana Bat Simafega. And if anyone would like to sponsor an episode, please email us on shlomo@wearechazak.com. Well, Chafetz Chaim has been speaking about many things that people would think are a reason why Lashon Hara is allowed. And one of the most common things that people think is that Lashon Hara is allowed when it's my family, my wife. I'm only talking about my kids, my parents. And oftentimes the reason why we're speaking about them, we justify in our minds, is to say that, they did this and it's not okay. Or I'm trying to show that I don't approve of behavior that they've exhibited that I think is negative. However, this idea that family is on the table for discussion and that you're allowed to talk about your wife, your kids, your children, your grandchildren, your parents, your grandparents is actually completely incorrect. Your children, parents, grandparents, brother, sister are all part of Am Yisrael and they are included in the laws of Lashon Hara. So, if a person is to think that they're talking about family because there's a good purpose to do so, that idea that for constructive purposes Lashon Hara is allowed is completely regulated, tightly so, by the laws of To'elet. There are 7 different laws that To'elet requires, which means that something is constructive and for a purpose. But in order to be able to fulfill all those 7 conditions, it is quite difficult. What that means is that when a person thinks that they could speak about family, no, I'm not trying to badmouth them. I love them. I'm not trying to badmouth them. I just care about them. And I want to see if there's a way we could figure out how to make them better or whatever other excuse we might be telling ourselves. Now, are there times that that's the case? Absolutely. What if a sibling needs to go and tell their parents that their sibling is doing something incorrect or that they're acting disrespectfully and the parent needs to intervene. So that's constructive, isn't it? However, one of the things that we talk about in To'elet, which we will see soon, is that there is a condition that when you're speaking about this person, even if everything is correct, you're not upset and you don't have any ill will towards the person. Now, if you do have that and you kind of a little bit want to put this person down to put them in their place, the minute that there's that fight in your blood, it's very difficult to trust that anything you're saying is being done in the correct way. So, since that's almost always the case in family fighting, that there is some ill will, that you want to put down the other person, then even if all the other conditions are met, that condition is not met. And what that can do to a family is tear it apart. And the reason why we have these halachic roadblocks in place, these 7 conditions for To'elet, is to ask again and again and again and again and again and again and again. You're saying this is constructive. Is it really?